Hey everybody, welcome to the Wellness Garden Tool Shed. My name is Leah and I'll be doing the 10 card spread for this week's energy reading. And as I am shuffling, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps boost up the algorithms to get it to the people who actually want to see this kind of stuff. So I am using the Fairy Tarot deck. Oh, and also, too, I just want to say I do appreciate all of you that are subscribed and who have engaged and give me some feedback. I love hearing it and thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. So anyway, I'm using the Fairy Tarot deck. And so the first card will be the situation. The situation is Queen of Autumn. All right. This woman is like the perfect Taurus card, Venus card. It is all about making your hearth and home. It's about beauty. It's about art. It's about fine art. It's about food. She just can turn anything from straw to gold. She is that queen. She can give you advice when it comes to finances. She's a real estate agent. She's a master gardener. This is kind of what's on the mind right now. So let's see what the block or the energy that we need for whatever this queen's trying to manifest or who we're trying to become or what this is about. So the block is the Empress. All right, well, she's definitely a mother that has some kind of project that she wants to get off the ground. So it seems like we might have this idea. And when I see the Empress is a lot like more of a creative baby project as opposed to a real baby. But the queen is, you have what it takes, okay? So that part's kind of cool. All right, let's see what the foundation or the root of this that's driving all of this. And it is an Ace of Winter. Okay, so we might be discouraged that we have this project that we want to get off the ground and you're running into a few little snafus. This card tells you don't give up, okay? Your creative endeavor, your gardening, whatever it is, your real estate stuff. Maybe you're buying property. Maybe you're starting a real estate, being a realtor, or you're starting to invest or whatever. There seems to be a little bit of a bump in the road, but don't let that deter you. This Ace of Winter is like the Ace of Swords, and it basically is you have a great idea, but what it is, it's success out of adversity. So you're going to have to kind of force your way through it because it's going to be some bumps along the way, but you're not supposed to let those bumps detour you, okay? So what have we learned in the past that would help us in this situation? Patience. You know how there's a gestational period for pretty much everything? Well, also your baby project, okay? So sometimes things don't happen quite as fast as you want, but remember that those seeds that you planted were good, okay? You just have to wait for them to sprout, and you can't keep digging in the dirt to see if they're growing because you're messing things up. Let it be. Everything has a gestational time, a gestational period. I can talk. So, law of attraction plus law of action. Can't forget there's a gestational period in that time too. So, let's see what the higher good is. Oh, all right. So, the higher good, well, I don't know if this is higher good, but this is the arching energy over this is that sometimes our ego gets in the way. We get a little scarcity mentality. We get a little fearful when things aren't going so smooth. And that's kind of that you need to put your ego in check. Okay. First of all, there's enough to go around. You got to lose the scarcity mentality. If things don't come out quite the way you wanted them, like exactly, remember that the universe has your back and that sometimes things don't happen for the reason and it ends up being better. So again, this is where patience has to come in and your ego's the thing that's like, oh, it's taking too long, you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you're not all of this. And that's kind of hindering your ability to get this off the ground. Okay, so when we see this, this is kind of like one of those things where there's a lot going on, and you get in your own head. So you could either keep the energy like this, but this is kind of one of those warnings of what not to do, and know that things will end up working out the way they're supposed to. You just got to get out of your head and allow things to progress as they're supposed to. Okay? And that requires patience. That's what's needed with this 7 right here. So, what is around the corner? And yes, our projects do have somewhat of our ego in it. That's kind of natural, but you just got to balance things out and put it in check sometimes. Around the corner, oh, see, it's something to celebrate. I would have to say this is about buying a house. Or a fixer upper or something, because this is the ace of summers, which is like the cups, and a lot of times this can be a new home, a new romance, a new something. But I think in this case, because of the Queen of Autumn, it looks like maybe it's a remodel. It's something new with the home that or real estate stuff that actually has our ego a little freaked out. And if this was my reading, I know what that means. But it does look like things are gonna work out in the long run. So you gotta just keep the faith, okay? Because let's just see what the rest of the cards say. So superpower. What is your superpower? 2 of summer. Okay, the superpower is the resolution. You're good at seeking a compromise, coming together, working together, not giving up on something that you truly desire. So this could be a partnership, this could be something, but this is one of those cards that, like, even when you think you should break apart or give up, this is not the time. We need to seek a resolution, some kind of compromise, or some kind of balance where you're coming together and helping each other out. And that would be in your best interest to have that person to kind of help you through this. Let's see what the outside situations have to say about this. Or influence. 10 of summer. Okay. Yeah, this is family, friends, all that kind of stuff. And you might need to lean on them. This could be something you're doing with your family, your partners. A lot of times going into business with family can be scary. But this is you just don't want the egos to get in the way. You got to really put those in check. And when you're buying real estate or you're doing something in that kind of realm, your ego can get attached to it, but real estate and those kind of things are what they are. You can't get wrapped up because you love your house or you love your project that it's going to be something that it's not what the rest of the world deems. So that's where we got to put the ego out. But it does seem like the family, people are willing to help you and you can lean on them. So it's really pretty positive, your friends and family. So, it feels like there's a lot of support for this endeavor. So that's awesome. And then what are our hopes or fears? Oh, well, the hope is that there's success out of it, okay? So, and again, it makes sense that this is the Chariot because this is working together with people, and then you're going to see stuff. So, really, this partnership that might be a little scary when you're going into a real estate venture, which I do believe whoever's watching this, there's some kind of real estate endeavor in this. And you're going to have to work on this through sheer willpower, but it is the partnership, and we have, the family and friends to support. That's actually going to help you get through this because, again, this Chariot really goes with the Ace of Winter. This is willpower. This is something that it's not like super luck. It's like you kind of making your luck. Like you have to force yourself to do stuff. You're not supposed to be giving up here. This ace says, yes, you're on the right track. Yes, there's going to be bumps along the way. But this card says you need to just keep going. You just have to keep going because that drive and that willpower to keep moving forward is what's going to be success for you and in this endeavor. And that queen, she likes to spend money, but she can make it. So just remember that too, that you might be feeling a little insecure, but you have what it takes. And the outcome, 2 of Autumn. Yes, there's going to be a lot of juggling. And we got a lot of, well, no, we only have two. Sorry, I thought there was more. Um, this might make you feel overwhelmed while this is going through, but this card suggests that try to have more fun. Lighten up. Don't let your ego get all up in the business, because you know what? This endeavor is it's it's a passion project. It's But passion projects can make money too. And with that, um, bringing the queen, her stylish, her artsy vibe, and yet her business sense to this is going to be a success. It really is. And you're going to have to rely on friends and family for this whole thing. But you might feel a little overwhelmed at times. And that overwhelming feeling, just remember to have fun with your family and your friends. Allow them to help you. Don't get caught up in your ego that things have to be just one way. This is compromise with working together with somebody. So that's what I have for you. So, whatever's going on this week for y'all, it seems like there's something either in real estate, a new home for many people. Summertime, school's out. This is the best time to buy and actually do those types of projects because you have the time or a holiday or whatever. But yet, there can be a lot of trigger moments. And when we're doing our project and we have an idea in our head, sometimes we want it to work out exactly like that. Well, that's not always how things work out. And just be open minded. Try not to let your ego get away or get carried away. And remember to add some fun. When you lighten the load, when you add love, energy to it with friends and family, those that are willing to boost you up and lift you up, that kind of squashes the ego thing, because the ego is all about scarcity, fear-based thinking, all of that. And doing these kind of projects when there's bumps along the road is not going to be helpful. So, whatever you do in this new endeavor, let's try to lose the ego, try to get excited about your passion project. Don't let little bumps discourage you. You do have success. You're going to need some help. You have help that wants to help you, your friends and family, they're supportive. Take the support and then work together to make this partnership grow into something fabulous. So, any of you out there buying homes or doing something, don't be discouraged. You got this, okay? Have a little patience. Things will work out, and then you might even be a little overwhelmed and a little nerve wracked over this. But I think in the long run, this will be good for you. And, get a new home out of it or a new remodel or something. But this is definitely the material. So that's what I have for you today. And don't forget again to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. If you've watched all the way through, go ahead and check out my shorts. I'll get back on track. I'm still working on my queen course, and so that's been taking up a lot of my time. Plus, I did go camping, and that's another thing. When your ego gets all crazy, go outside, go get grounded, just connect back with earth, go listen to water running, do something where you can just relax and just take a load off. Okay? All right. Well, you guys have a great week, and we'll see you later. All right. Thank you. Bye.